Yeah, Boogie, what up? Boogie, what up? Boogie, what
Welcome to Watch the Right Film, the show where we discuss, debate, and review black film. I'm your host, as always, DJ Thurston. This is a trailer review of the new film Birth of a Nation by Nat Parker, which is a story about Nat Turner. So it's, I get a little confused right then and there. But anyways, so this is a story about Nat Turner, the slave who rebelled and was killed for it. Well, put on trial and hung for it. But anyway, so this is a story where it could have gone two ways, because if you don't know the story of Nat Turner, he sort of was a slave who eventually got fed up and he led a rebellion to, against white people. And so I thought that the trailer could have gone either way. It could have went sort of a Django route and sort of tried to show that, the violence of it and just sort of like the strength of black people, and which I thought it might have done. And I think in a future trailer you might see some of that. You might see like a Kanye West, black skinhead sort of, sort of a more upbeat, up tempo sort of trailer, a more exciting trailer. This trailer was leaning more towards 12 Years a Slave, sort of somber, emotional, Negro spiritual hymn. They sort of had that sort of flavor, that vibe to it to me. And I didn't find anything wrong with it, but it sort of shows you what sort of audience it wants to go for. It wants to go for people who are trying to see a serious film about slavery. And I think that's going to cause a lot of uproar, whether it's the internet or social media or, celebrities, because I think people are tired of seeing slave films, but I think this is one that is sort of needed to be told. I'm not sure how factual the story is going to be, because in actual reality, it was a lot of ramifications behind Nat Turner's rebellion, and it caused a lot of things. But I thought it's an interesting story, if you go back in history. So I'm excited about this film. The trailer, it did sell me on it, but it also showed me what kind of film I'm going to be anticipating. It showed me that I'm going to see, a long, slow burn of a film, a lead up until, the action is going to be at the end. So I'm really curious to see what it's going to be. It was a Sundance darling, so it won a lot of awards at the Sundance Film Festival. So I think that because of all the way that the trailer was, how slow it was, slow paced and sort of, serious it was, I don't think it's going to make as much money as if you would have went sort of a Django, more fun route. Like, not even necessarily fun because it's a serious film, but sort of a more up-tempo film that would get younger audiences to come see the film, So we've had Django in the past couple of years. We had that film. It did a lot of money. You had 12 Years a Slave, which won a lot of awards. You just had the recent Roots remake, which I'm not sure how well it did, but I didn't see so much of a discussion, brought up about it. So I don't feel that it made the money, or not even necessarily the money is on TV, but I don't think it made the impact that I think they were trying to go for. And, it's sad, but at the same time, I think it is true that it is as many stories as there are to be told that happened during slavery. I think there's also a bunch of stories that you can make up or that you can tell from other eras that involve African Americans. And so we'll see what happens with that. But for right now, with this trailer right here, this trailer sold me on the film. I'm excited to see it. So we'll go from there. And this is Watch the Right Film, the show we discuss, debate, and review black film.